Hello everyone, welcome back to another edition of the RAW Smackdown. This is for the week of May 29th, 2023. Now that Night of Champions is officially out the window, now we can start focusing towards the road to Money in the Bank. Or as I like to say it, London in the Bank, mate. So now that Money in the Bank is in 4 weeks time, we have to have ourselves some qualifying matches to set up those men's and women's ladder matches. So who is going to qualify? We'll find out this week as I talk about my personal highlights from this week's shows from the WWE. So starting with the Raw side, I'll say this first. Can we just get rid of the brand split, please? Like literally, just get rid of it because WWE continues to break its own rules with the brand split. Such was the case with AJ Styles, a SmackDown guy, showing up on Raw when he's not supposed to, invading the show to congratulate Seth Rollins, and then sticking his nose where it doesn't need to be, teaming up with Rollins in the main event and beating the Judgment Day. WWE, if you're not gonna abide by the rules of your own brand split, your own draft, don't have the thing in the first place. And by now, just end it. Just end the damn thing, please. The inevitable came to pass with the WWE Women's Tag Team titles, for those of you that are interested in it, as Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler finally won the tag team titles that they could have won a couple of months ago, but their moment was delayed due to injuries, as they won a fatal four-way tag team matchup to win the vacated Women's Tag Team titles. Some of you were upset, some of you were okay with it, some of you didn't really care about it. But either way, Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler are your new Women's Tag Team champions. Now, I know some of you Liv Morgan fans are out there upset about this decision, but hey, just be glad that Morgan didn't get punked out again by Rousey and
these nuts.
So anyway, Money in the Bank qualifying matches happened and started this week as Ricochet beat out The Miz and Shinsuke Nakamura beat out Bronson Reed to qualify. So you have two of those spots filled as we head over to SmackDown where we had more Money in the Bank qualifiers. Zelina Vega beat out Lacey Evans to get the first spot in the women's ladder match, and then now you know half of the field for the men's side of the ladder match as LA Knight grabbed the third spot by beating out Montez Ford. Here you go, half the field for the ladder match for the men's side is set. Shinsuke Nakamura, Ricochet, and LA Knight. But now we get to the big question that needs to be addressed. What's going on with the Bloodline? How is this going to affect the 1,000 day celebration for Roman Reigns? What about the super kick heard around the world by Jimmy Uso? All of that was going to come to a head as Roman Reigns celebrated 1,000 days, Roman 1,000, as Universal Champion. So we have the celebration at the end of the show. Roman Reigns and Triple H in the ring. To commemorate 1,000 days, Triple H presents him with a brand new championship. Roman Reigns was about to brag about his 1,000 days, but out came the Usos, and after a commercial break that was unnecessary, Roman wanted Jay to fix the problem by super kicking his own brother. Jay didn't want to do it. Roman was getting all pissed. Then Jimmy decided to speak up. His reasoning for what he did at Night of Champions is simple. He was protecting his own brother. He was protecting his brother from the greed, the evil that Roman was presenting to not just him, but to the entire bloodline. He was trying to convince Solo Sikoa too. And that got Solo Sikoa thinking, like, man, is this what Roman's gonna do to me too? And then that's when Roman decided to have Solo speak as well. Solo did say he acknowledges his tribal chief, but he also knows that these are my brothers, the Usos. And then that's where things start really getting interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Solo decided to go on the side of his brothers. My initial thing is like, oh shit, are they really gonna go up against the tribal chief who's all alone? And then that's when I noticed something. Solo Sikoa already had his hand in position for the Samoan spike. It's like, something's not right here. After some drama, after some peacekeeping and hugging it out between Jimmy and Roman, Roman said behind Jimmy's back, no. After a stare down, Jay knew what was gonna happen. Boom! Samoan spike by Solo Sikoa to his own brother Jimmy as a dejected Jay looked on like, fuck, man. This is so good. This saw the heartlessness of Roman and Solo as they walked away, and Paul Heyman asked the big question, what about Jay? As Jay and Jimmy looked on in the ring, that's how the show ended. My goodness, ladies and gentlemen, this ending to SmackDown, this right here, with the whole focus now shifting towards Bloodline, Civil War, and now going back to the focal point where this all started. Jay, what is he gonna do? This is why this is the story that is keeping the interest in pro wrestling today. Not all this flips and kicks bullshit. This, the Bloodline. There are so many ways this can go going forward, heading to Money in the Bank. but I'm all in for it. You should be too. Maybe not, but who knows? You just got to tune in next week to find out. But anyway, what are your thoughts on this big ending to SmackDown and some of the other things that happened on Raw this week as well, and SmackDown too, I guess? But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And that's it for me here on the RAW Smackdown on Very Cold Lasagna. Keep that lasagna very cold in the fridge with your takes on the world of sports. And until next time, peace out.